Shiba Inu coin is expected to have a very good May, and we're going to be talking about it in this video. 77.8% is expected during May based on the meme coin's price history. Now we're going to go over this because clearly historical action does not guarantee future performance, but of course it is a very good indicator of what could happen. We are in a much different market case scenario right now than we have ever been in any previous May. And the good news is, one of those Mays saw Shiba Inu coin rip up to 3,500 points per coin. Tens of thousands, if not millions of percent from the month prior. So we're going to be talking about it. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and as you can see, we've got some very good news for Shiba Inu coin. We got some very good news for the entire cryptocurrency market. If you're looking at the weekly gains right now, you can see nothing but green, 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 all the way down, and solid green candles as well. 21%, 26%, 10%, 14%, 2%, 26%, 16%. Very strong gains across the board, which means that we should be taking a diverse approach to cryptocurrency investing. Yes, I have a lot of Shiba Inu coin, but I've got a lot of other coins as well. One of those tokens is Solixi token. Now, Solixi is going to thrive when the Solana blockchain gets congested because these guys are building a layer 2 blockchain on the Solana network, the first of its kind. So if you're interested in investing in Solana, absolutely go out and buy some. But if you're interested in investing in some other tokens that could benefit from Solana's growth, you can absolutely check out Solixi. You got a link down there in the description. It's very easy to buy with crypto or buy with card. You simply connect your wallet. Now, I like to use Best Wallet. And if you guys don't have Best Wallet, you got a link for that down there as well. 4.4 star reviews, hundreds of thousands of downloads, competing with some of the bigger names like Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask Wallet, and so on, and extreme high ratings because people love the user interface. So if you're interested in buying in, make sure you check that link out down in the description below, and then give their testnet a look, right? See what their blockchain explorer looks like, see what everything looks like, and the fact that they've got 60,000+ followers out on their 64,000 followers out on their Instagram. I don't know what they got on Instagram, to be honest with you. Their X account has 64,000 followers, which is incredible. And let's go back to Shiba Inu coin, though, because Shiba Inu coin right now is doing a phenomenal job. It is number 15, or is it 17 overall, 1,366 points per coin. It was just at 1,500 points per coin. So we're going to look at that graph in a second here, but I want to show you, if you go back to May of 2021, right, this is when Shiba Inu coin really made a name for itself. In April, it was sitting at 7 zeros and a 6. And in just a few short weeks, ripped up to 4 zeros and a 3. These are 50x gains in a couple week period. And now here we are, years later. Shiba Inu coin is doing a phenomenal job, but continues to run into this resistance at about 3,500 points per coin, 3,500 points per coin. A couple of months ago, 3,300 points per coin. So we can see the clear resistance on Shiba Inu coin at this level, and it is on its way curling back up right now. So we need to take a look at that. And I'm going to pull up this chart right here and show you guys something else to keep your eye on in the next couple of days. But let's see what these guys have to say about a 77% gain. With just days left in April, Ethereum's biggest meme coin, Shiba Inu coin, is setting up for what could be a standout month. Historical data points to May as a strong point for Shiba Inu coin, and if the pattern holds, a 77% surge could be next. Now, looking back at SHIB's price history by CryptoBank, May has delivered some of the biggest moves. In 2021, the meme coin skyrocketed over 350%. And that's just from like the month, right? That's not including what I just talked about with those 50x gains. Even after all of the muted years, like 2024's 13% gain, the average May return still clocks in at an impressive 77% return. This kind of track record is hard to ignore, especially as the meme coin market shows signs of waking up. Still, it's worth noting that the median May performance is negative at 1.12%. The conclusion is that big upside has happened before, but it hasn't been the norm for every year. Now, zooming out to the recent chart, Shiba Inu coin has been quietly staging recovery throughout April. After dipping earlier in the month, the token pushed higher, holding ground at 1,370 points per coin. It's not fireworks, Not yet, anyway. But the structure has been better than it was a few weeks ago, and it's a very nice setup heading into May. Now, we'll talk a little bit about this in a second here. I want to come back out to the chart real quick. We discussed this yesterday. Shiba Inu coin a couple of weeks ago had ripped up to about 1,500 points per coin, wicking up, coming back down, and then the trend reversed for a minute. Yesterday, Shiba Inu coin wicked up, it came back down, and just like we saw at the end of March, Shiba Inu coin is curling back over and could be reversing the trend. Now, I believe that Shiba Inu coin is going to follow the overall market. And Shiba Inu coin is following Bitcoin right now, which is still doing a phenomenal job. Yes, Bitcoin is running into resistance. It was a very strong level of support. This $94,000, $95,000 level was a major level of support for months on Bitcoin. And right now, it's acting as a little level of resistance. That's expected. But when Bitcoin breaks back up to the upside, people are going to get very excited very quickly. If Shiba Inu coin breaks this resistance at $94,000, $95,000, it could very quickly be retesting that $100,000 extremely significant level, very bullish level. Right now, fear and greed is still neutral, right? CoinStats says greedy, but the overall level of 50 is about as neutral as you can get, right? Coin market cap shows it a little bit better here. Level of 53, neutrality. 60 is when things start to tick up into the greed a little bit. But investors are essentially indecisive. They don't know if things are overbought. They don't know if things are oversold. They don't know if they should be buying. They don't know if they should be selling, which is why we're ending up with a very interesting level of resistance with a lot of stagnation right here. Hopefully, traders get their act together, begin buying, and send the price of Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market soaring higher. Now, if you look at Shiba Inu coin coming back down here, we can see that it is following Bitcoin perfectly. So if Bitcoin begins to move back up to the upside, Shiba Inu coin should begin to move back up to the upside, and we could end up with that 77% rally that's expected in May. Now, if you guys are interested in buying Shiba Inu coin, and maybe you haven't been doing so over the last couple of months, it is obviously still very low in price, and we can see nice 3x gains to essentially get back to where we were just at the end of December. From there, all you got to do is click that link in the description below for CaseX. That's going to bring up this website right here. It's actually very easy. I'm not logged in right now, but all you got to do is click open long position. It wants me to log in to show you guys how to do it. But you type in how much you want, literally click open long, and the position is yours. If you guys are interested in trading on leverage, you can do so on up to 75x leverage. Best fees in the game, 0% maker, 0% taker. And if you guys are interested in holding Shiba Inu coin or any other cryptocurrency, make sure to check out Best Wallet. It is your access to the blockchain. Very easy to understand, very easy to use, and of course ranking up there with a lot of the bigger names, but has additional features, especially if you've been in the crypto game for a while. You want those additional features. So let me know what you guys think about it all down in the comments below, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.